Slasher Movie Reviews here, excited because today I'm going to be collaborating with...
Hey everyone, my name is Tyrell Lisson with Quick Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at While We're Young, a 2015 comedy drama film directed by Noah Baumbach, starring Ben Stiller, Naomi Watts, Amanda Seyfried, and Adam Driver.
Now, in While We're Young, you guys, a mid-40s New York couple start to experience life much differently once they become friends with a much younger hipster couple.
Director Noah Baumbach is no stranger to making films or collaborating, working with Wes Anderson on many other pictures, and that makes him very qualified to tell this story.
I adored this film, you guys. It was witty, it was funny, but it was also brutally honest. I mean, the honesty in this film is truly admirable, and I loved how this film just plays on that. I think my favorite thing about Baumbach's film here is how he's so beautifully and authentically represents both age groups, both the people of the mid-40s and the people of the early young 20s age, and how he's able to show how both generations live and both generations' interpretations of things.
Baumbach is effectively able to weave older technology with newer technology, with the older characters Ben Stiller and Naomi Watts using Google and Netflix, where the young characters Adam Driver and Amanda Seyfried are using videotapes and trying to remember stuff rather than looking it up, and that's an interesting commentary on the generations today. Each character is brilliantly written and put to use. The feature of an ensemble cast in this film is fantastic, and the hardest role, which would be Adam Driver's, the complexity it brings is difficult to nail, but he does that effectively.
While I loved Adam Driver, for me personally, I loved Ben Stiller in this. And this is coming from someone who's not the biggest Ben Stiller fan, but I really enjoyed seeing him do a role like this, where he was more reserved and his comedy was more reserved and required more attention than his just delivering of slapstick jokes that you would find in his other films.
While on the surface the story is predictable, like Stiller's character is going through a midlife crisis with his wife, you'd think, like every other movie, that Stiller would go get a fancy car and he'd like dye his hair or he'd cheat on his wife. While on the surface the story is predictable and you have Ben Stiller's character going through a midlife crisis, instead of him cheating on his wife or dyeing his hair or getting a brand new sports car, his is a bit different. And you have a character who he has a reality crisis where he doesn't know where the documentary film ends and where life begins, and that's really his kind of travel throughout the film.
I will admit, though, in terms of flaws for myself, that I did think, it was flowing at such a great pace, but when we get towards the ending, it feels a little disjointed. Like, okay, how did we get from all this great stuff to this point right here? It did feel a little bit rushed.
While We're Young throws around many genres, especially comedy and drama, and while it suffers a little bit from tonal whiplash, I think that the use of the genres is pretty good. We have interesting comedic scenes with the shaman with Ben Stiller, Naomi Watts, and the rest of the cast, as well as some of the serious moments towards the end when Ben Stiller's really trying to figure out where documentary is now versus when he kind of started. Overall, While We're Young is a fantastic and realistic and refreshing film. The cast is able to bring the characters to life in a way that we can relate to, and it is a refreshing story.
As for a rating, While We're Young is going to earn the score of a 4 out of 5. So there you have it, you guys. That was me and Tyrell's quick review for While We're Young. I hope you guys really enjoyed this review, guys. And if you'd like to see more collaborations, make sure to let me know in the comment section below. Also, do yourself the hugest favor and go subscribe to Tyrell's channel. He does really, really quick movie reviews, top 5s, and film history videos, and they're fantastic, you guys. Seriously, I was so freaking thrilled when I heard that Tyrell wanted to do a collaboration. I was like, yes, let's do this. Also, you guys, I did a quick little collaboration review over on his channel, and we reviewed the Wes Anderson film Rushmore. So go check that out. I'll throw an annotation right there, and I'll also have a link to it in the description below. But while you're over there, hit that subscribe button. Get on that, and until next time, you guys, I'm the Slasher Movie Reviewer, and you guys have just been slashed.